Welcome to the Puck and Stoner Dad Show with your hosts, Ginger Claus and Dusty. We are now on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Music by Burning Bridges. Subscribe, like.
Hello and welcome to Puck and Stoner Dad's Puck and Buds recap. Dusty, how's it going?
Oh, not too bad, Bird. How's it going?
Well, better than the Leafs, I guess.
Maybe not. I don't know. I see kind of a mix right now. Seeing a little bit of a mix on Twitter. I don't know, overall, I thought they played pretty well.
They played pretty good, and Sammy did good too. The goals he let in were pretty weird, trash. Kind of made you scratch your head.
So the first goal, actually, I did write down. That was such a fluky goal.
Yeah.
Like, that went off the crossbar behind him and rebounded out. And I forget who was the first goal, the Islanders' goal. But yeah, like, that was such a fluke.
It was pretty fluky. Even Samsonov just had his hands in the air.
Like, it was bizarre how fluky that was.
Then there was another shot. I think in the second period, it was Matthews' shot. It hit both posts and the crossbar.
That was bizarre.
Yeah.
The second time it's happened to him this year as well, apparently.
Ting, ting, ting. Yep. And it happened to Nylander once.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was, Matthew Barzal got that first goal, like we said. Like, puck went right to him. He had an open net. He's going to score that every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. First period, I thought it was decent. It wasn't like anything amazing.
It was a close game. It was a decent game. We just didn't win, which makes me sad because we're more than halfway through the season, and the Stars are sleeping in on All-Star the day after All-Star when everyone else is practicing, and And then you saw guys like McDavid, and they made the flight home and made it to practice.
Yeah, I saw that. But
like, do we really want to put ourselves in the? Maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need to be in a wild card position, or maybe we need to miss the playoffs.
I agree.
Maybe we need that.
Well, I don't know if they're going to miss the playoffs.
I don't need that.
I don't think they're going to miss the playoffs. I don't know. They're like what I saw tonight, man. Like, they battled hard. It's not like they let them have it. It was just the difference of a goal, and like hold a lead, take that to overtime, get the extra point. But like, another goal, right? Pierre Engvall. Of course, it had to be him.
It had to be him. But the other problem is, you got to look at these games and be like, we played well. We just didn't get the win. But at the same time, there's so many times throughout the year where we're playing a bottom team and we don't play well and we don't get the win, where these games kind of start to matter.
Mm-hmm.
So if we play well, we want to win.
Yeah. Well, I looked at this game, and it did kind of give that playoff kind of vibe game. Not like totally, not like total intensity of it. Like, do you think both these teams looked at it as a playoff game? Probably not. Broadcast makes that up to be a little bit more hype to games, right? Like, you're playing on a Monday night. You got to say, oh, this could be like a playoff style game. Both coaches want to see their players playing that style. Of course they do. You want to show, is this team going to be worth going to give up future assets for and make a bold move?
I don't think they're going to make no bold move.
I don't know either, but I wouldn't hate it, especially a big move on the blue line. I
would love to see it. I just don't. He's said so many times he doesn't really have interest in that.
Well, I think he wants.
But I mean, that's what he would say anyway.
Yeah, I don't think you don't want anything short term right now. I want a player, if they're going to make a big move and give up assets, I want to see it's for a player with term.
Kind of like the McCabe deal.
Yeah, exactly. McCabe, but like a step up from him. There's a couple, like I've been seeing rumors this week about Soros, wouldn't mind something like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But, it's always just speculation, right? You see so many articles up at this time of year. It's getting close to trade deadline. You don't know who to trust. Usually people like Friedman, you think that you can trust them, and then they're fucking real wrong.
I wouldn't say most of what Friedman says is that bad.
He's usually pretty good, or he's like way off.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's one or the other. Yeah. But like it's more that he's on, but when he's off, he's way off.
Yeah, I could see it. I see it that way as well. Yeah. When he's off, he's off. So then we got Mitch Marner. What did you think of that goal?
Oh, that was slick, and then the tap on that from Patrick Waugh after. That was funny.
That far down.
Oh man, how he picked that. Oh, it was beautiful.
It was great.
But it was just really shitty that like we get that goal, the game's tied, and then like you blink, and then they were up again.
Yeah, exactly. The Islanders were responding when the Leafs scored.
Yeah, quick.
Yeah, very quick. They were very good on it. Another thing I wanted to say too, watching the first, I thought one player I think is really showing a lot of improvement right now is Tyler Bertuzzi.
Yeah.
I'm really liking him as a player right now. I think he's strong on the puck. He's going to that net with force. Like I could see why he's successful in the playoffs.
Do you think he's a 1-year deal? Do you think he comes back?
I think he's going to wonder what they do in the playoffs. I think he's going to want to know what direction the team is going in before he signs term.
It's like him, like he's not so bad, but another player. No, I don't mean as a player. I mean like when you look at him, like he's been with 2 organizations, right? And with Boston, it was just a brief stint. Like you can look at him and think he'll want some term. But like Domi, he's like a journeyman. Do you see him signing again with the Leafs?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I wouldn't hate it. As long as it's low.
Would love it. I would love it. But at the same time, he's such a journeyman. He's from Dallas, Montreal, Columbus. Like he hops, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I see him just signing somewhere else.
He could. I don't know. Depending, right? Like, if they're going to lowball him, then I wouldn't blame him if they want to go somewhere else.
I just like those two together.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see them both come back.
Yeah, it would be. Bertuzzi's looking well. He didn't start off so great, but, like, I don't know. Like, you're going to a new team. You got to expect that it's not going to be, you're going to gel with everyone right away. You need time.
Yeah.
I think I watched him as a player. Like, I know he had his kid even coming back. Like, the past couple of games, he's playing hard.
Intense.
Yeah. Digging in the corners, right in there.
Right where you want him to be. Where you expected him to be.
He's going to be the player that scores those greasy goals come in the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's when it matters for him. I think that's when he's going to shine, is when the playoffs come. We're going to be thankful we got him.
And, like, you'll see him crashing the net time after time after time, right? Like, that has to be exhausting. Even as a goalie, right? Someone's coming in at you, right?
Yeah.
And he's crashing you, and like even just taps on your glove and shit like that, like where your
It
hand
gets in
is,
your head.
It's definitely going to get in your head. And he brings that bit of a pest kind of thing too, right? So
Yeah.
like, don't get me wrong, I miss Bunting. Bunting's doing very well in Carolina. He's key contributor there as well.
Well,
I
that's to
didn't
be
really like his
expected.
cap. I didn't like his cap hit, but that's what you pay, right?
Yeah. And when you're not paying so much money into four main guys or 5 main guys, you can take that cap hit.
Exactly.
Like what's Carolina's biggest contract?
Look that up.
Svechnikov, Aho.
Where's the search bar? Got right here. They're at 82 points to cap hit. So the highest cap hit, I think it's Sebastian Aho, like you said, 975.
Not yet. Imagine building a team around a player, and your highest paid player is 9 million. 10 million, just under 10.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one player. Who's beneath him?
Svechnikov. Or I can't even.
Okay, so both my guesses are the two top.
Yeah,
what was his?
7.75.
See, Jesus! Of course they can afford a Bunting hit. They probably got 50. They're full. They're probably full too. They probably got 50 full contracts.
Bunting's at 4.5. But yeah,
and you don't mind paying that.
Yeah. So they're and then 975 until next year. So technically Aho's at 8.4 for this year.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. And that's why they make deep runs in the playoffs.
And you got Orlov at 7.5 on the blue line. That's your highest paid guy. And so technically in goalie, they got on the IR Frederick Anderson. He's at 3.4. Yeah.
Man, what I'd give to have him back. Healthy.
Like, yeah. A lot of these guys, but don't forget, I'm pretty sure Burns is in here at retained, right?
Yeah.
Jacob Slavin. Oh my god, what a deal. 5.3 million.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Jeez, but yeah. So out of Carolina now, because we didn't even play them tonight.
No. How the fuck did that happen?
So I had another note on here. The first period, Ryan Reeves taking that really dumb penalty.
Well, that's to be expected.
I thought he ended up playing some pretty decent hockey.
Yeah, he played. He got some.
He played a really good third period shift. Like
third period, yeah.
Yeah, he had a really good shift. He was hard on the body. Then second, that Benoit hit. That got bumped up. Yeah, and then he dropped them, and they actually called an instigator penalty on someone that wasn't the Leafs.
On a non-Leaf player, yeah, I saw that. I had to actually watch it again.
Yeah, I was watching.
That doesn't happen. That won't happen again until 2037.
No, definitely, probably not.
Oh, my eyes hurt.
Then I had we had Kyle McLean scoring his first NHL goal.
First, right out of the sin bin.
And his dad is on the bench as assistant coach, I believe he was.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. That'd be really
It was cool. And of course it happens against the Leafs. Like, Oh well,
It is what it is, right?
it happens.
It has to be because someone like I look at it now. I look at that way now, though, being like, how many players of ours have scored their first goal against other teams too, right?
Yeah, that's true. We can't score our own against ourselves, so at least other people are getting some on us.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Stutzla's first was against us on Campbell.
Yeah, and it was it's that where you see a lot of the hometown kids, Toronto kids coming in, scoring their very first goal in their very first game, or score their first goal of the season against the Leafs. Usually was the case.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. And then we get into the third. There was another stat I actually wrote down. The broadcast said it. So, Toronto has only drawn 138 penalties this year. That is the 5th fewest in the whole NHL right now.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it drives me absolutely nuts when people blame the refs on that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah, but it's getting hard not to.
It is, but at the same time, man, it's once the playoffs start, that's what you expect.
You gotta
Refs are not gonna
expect it,
make
yeah.
these calls, so start getting used to it and grind through it. They've been in the playoffs; they know that's what's going to happen, and there's only so much you can call. That's why Florida gets away with shit, man. There's only so many things that you can call. The refs are not going to sit there and call 20 penalties against one team in a game. It's not going to happen.
If Team USA can beat Team Iceland in the Mighty Ducks movie, we can take on the refs in the playoffs.
Exactly.
We just need the Bash brothers.
We need Fulton.
The Bash brothers might be Domi and Bertuzzi.
The Bay Street Bullies.
I can tell you it probably won't be Reeves.
No, probably not.
I feel like by the playoffs, Reeves and these are just going to be like
Jelly. Gonzo.
The Reeves knees.
Just absolute jelly.
Just gelatin.
Yeah.
Not even jelly, jam.
Pretty much. Crunchy peanut butter.
Crunchy peanut butter. Yes.
That's horrible.
Ryan Crunchy Peanut Butter Knees.
Yeah. And then our boy Pierre, of course.
He had to score.
And I made a tweet about him, and I think it was like 5 minutes before it happened too. It was when there's a scrum. Pierre grabbed Nick Robertson. I'm like, oh my god, that's him in a nutshell. Like,
yeah, Giraffe take on the fucking little Timon, the meerkat.
Like the smallest guy on the ice, he grabs. It's like, dude, you're the tallest guy on the ice, and that's what drove me nuts about him. He's such a big guy, and if he just he's
a pussy.
If he was
and he's built like a brick shithouse.
I know he's jacked, man.
But he doesn't use it.
No. And if he did, man, he would be such a successful hockey player.
But you know what's fucking fun? You know what's great?
Yeah.
When that all went down and Engvall ended up an Islander, they were going on Twitter about how they fleeced us and how they got a fucking elite scoring fucking guy named Pierre Engvall, and he was gonna do wonders there. And now when they lose, if you look at the tweets, it's all like, Pierre Engvall, can we get rid of Engvall, please? That guy's fucking garbage. Like, it's so nice to see them feel how we felt.
And just to think, though, they got like 6 more years of them.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Like, ouch. Ooh, man. I could see Carolina being a big player at the freaking deadline. So they have a first round pick, they have a second round pick, and they have Philly's second round pick.
Oh,
They had every
geez.
single pick this year.
Well,
Yeah.
McDavid to Carolina.
Oh, God. Don't get that going.
Hashtag McDavid to Carolina.
Yeah.
It's a hurricane of oil.
It was. So, what other thoughts did you have on the game tonight?
It was just I opened it up saying I was sad or I was doing better than the Leafs. And I guess when you look at the score sheet, it's true. But you're right. It was a good game. And it was back and forth. It was quick. It was ping pong. And it was what you kind of want to see. The shots were even. It was good to see Sammy hold us into a game after letting in some bullshit.
Yep.
So I would have rather got the win, and I don't like taking losses at this point of the season, but you can't really say too much bad about it. It's not like there wasn't 40 chance. Like, yeah, we didn't even get 40 shots, but we had 40 chances at least. Just with Sorokin just turning himself inside out, and you're like, how the fuck did he do that?
That, or, at least get it to overtime. Get the point.
Yes.
Fight it. Hold off that until overtime. But still haven't said that, though. Like, it was nice to see a good effort out of the team. Like, it was a good overall effort, I think.
And I'm not taking a loss on Sammy and saying like, oh, he's not back. No, he played good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be goals you let in that are weaker, and some of those goals I was like, eh. But like some of them are just plain weird too. And yeah, other than that, like, what really can you complain about other than the fact that we lost?
Yep. Yeah, you didn't get 2 points, which sucks. I don't know. You don't want to.
It would have been nice to get one, but like,
yeah, like you don't usually you don't like taking anything out of a loss, I guess. But like, they showed up. I don't know. That should be a custom for a team, but
it sucks that we've had so many weird, shitty losses that you have to look at every loss and be like, this is bullshit. But like, if we were a team that was gunning for the president and we just lost that game, we'd be sitting here being like, oh, well, you can't win them all, right? So it's really where you're at in the standings that determines how you feel about a loss where you still played good. So yeah, we're going to be upset because we need points right now. But like, if they play like that in the playoffs,
yeah,
wow,
it was they played physical too. It was nice to see them play physical.
Yeah, and like they were getting knocked down, and it wasn't ruining them.
Exactly.
Like if you get knocked down and you're getting up and rejoining the play, like that's stuff you want to see, because in the playoffs, no matter how good you are, you're going to get knocked down.
Mm-hmm. You just want to see the team battle. That's all I really ask for.
Yeah.
When I've seen them in, like,
even if we can't win the battle, just battle.
Yeah, exactly. Go in, make them work for the puck. Make them work just as hard as you're working.
Yeah. Don't let the fans watch you be lazy. Come on, there's chorn to do.
Yeah, exactly. So, with that, let's get into
Player of the game.
Dun, 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 dun. Who's your pick?
My pick. I'm gonna go with Bertuzzi. Like his game so far. I know he's getting kind of snake bitten on the goals, but the effort's there. He crashed in the net. I really, really want to see Tyler Bertuzzi try it out on that power play one. And maybe switch him up with Willie. Maybe reduce the power play one's minutes, and so you can get kind of closer to equalize minutes in the power play. So they're both playing strong. But I'd love to see Bertuzzi as that net front presence for the power play one.
Yes. It is exactly what they need in the front of the net. That's not my pick, though.
Yeah, who's your pick?
9. Wait.
Oh,
91.
JT.
Yes, it was nice to see him not look like an old man that the world portrays him as against his old team. He even broke that 10-game skid. And
I thought that was last game. Wasn't it last game he did that?
Yeah, it was, maybe.
Yeah, but still, even
they mentioned it. See,
yeah,
they mentioned it and it threw me off. See, you got to watch hockey sober, kids.
Back-to-back games though with a goal, I believe. I'm pretty sure he scored against Winnipeg.
That was a long time ago.
It was. It was nice to see. He looked rested.
But you know what grinds my gears?
What?
When the broadcasters call a 33-year-old man old, slow, washed up. What the hell's with that?
Make you feel old yet?
Yes, it makes me feel ancient.
Bro,
I'd like to point out
the oldest guys in the league aren't much older than us.
I'd like to point out the oldest guys in the league aren't much older than us. That's what I was about to say, yeah.
Like, Gio,
it's
man.
True, yeah.
Gio's like 5.5 years older than me.
I don't like to think about it.
Yeah. And he's
like think about Bedard. Bedard is closer in age to my daughter than me.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's not all right. He's 6 years older than her.
Yeah. That's bizarre, eh?
It's not all right.
Yeah.
Kind of makes you wonder, don't it?
I'm watching my daughter become a human right now, and it's bizarre.
Yeah, it only gets weirder from here, man. Has she pooped in anything weird yet?
No.
Oh, it'll come. Remember that chocolate story I sent to you on Twitter, you and Fulton, when I was baked?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just wait until something like that happens. When she's dipping her finger in poop and thinking it's food. Don't let that happen.
No. She's walking around and getting into everything and like moving shit and hiding shit on us now.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, it's like constantly looking for remotes.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, man.
Yeah.
Remotes, controllers, makeup. Makeup goes missing in this house like crazy. Toby just loves doing makeup, I guess. He does makeup on the walls. He does makeup on the tables. He does makeup on himself. He'll do makeup on the toilet.
Oh, yeah? That sounds lots of fun.
And he'll wait until you're busy. He knows, like, it'll be me against them, right?
Yeah.
And
just like a dog, or my dog does when, there's food laying around. She's like, oh, he's turning his head. I can get it.
Yeah, exactly. He'll see me go to change Simon. He'll be like, oh, yeah, he can't see me right now. And then he fucks off. And then you come back and you're like, what? and it just gets worse from there.
Fuck yeah. All right, so when do they play next?
Oh man, I'm not even sure.
Uh,
I kind of took a piece of drywall to the face at work, and like I'm a little bit cloudy. So
oh yeah.
yeah, like
so they play two. Wow, they don't play Tuesday. Oh, tomorrow, no. Wednesday. They play Wednesday against Dallas.
Wednesday.
And Saturday against Ottawa. Okay, so do you want to do game reaction on Wednesday and Saturday? Or do you just want to do it Saturday?
What if we did game reaction on Wednesday, and then on Saturday we gear it up?
Live react? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Definitely down for that.
That'll be fun.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. That'll be a lot of fun. You got your laptop going?
Yeah, it's working.
Fuck
I don't know how to run it, but I'll learn.
All right, that is going to be freaking dope, actually. Let's definitely do that. So Wednesday we'll do
another
Buds recap.
Yeah.
Saturday we'll do the show or the live show.
Yeah.
When do we want to do the actual pod?
Well, Friday night.
Yeah, we can do that. I got topics. We'll talk about all the Canada stuff, like predictions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Reactions. Okay, and then we'll find something, a couple other things to talk about on that podcast too. Then
sounds all good. Right. And Wednesday post game, we could probably get Tommy.
Can we? Will he be home?
Probably. He might be. I don't really remember his schedule, but I think Friday was the conflicting night.
I think he is on. I think he's on midnights. We'll see. We'll check that out. We'll see who. We'll get some sort of guests on Wednesday for sure. Maybe.
All right. We'll
try. We'll reach out to some people. You want to be on the show? Come let us know. Love to have you on.
Anybody.
Until then, yeah.
Even Habs fans.
Oof.
That'd be fun, especially after a game.
Yeah, I was going to say Sens fans, but you know,
no,
they're only about 4 years, so.
I'll be friends with Habs fans. I'll be friends with Bruins fans. I'll be friends with pretty much anybody, but fuck Sens fans and fuck the Oilers fans.
Yep.
And fuck Tampa Bay Lightning fans minus Cedric.
All right. So we'll see you all on Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Peace out.
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, check out our social medias. We are now on Spotify.